Hello. Happy Monday, guys. I'm sorry for the impromptu live with the way the week is going to be going. Rather, I'm stuck in jury duty for the several days, or rather, I'm on a bus on my way to Chicago. Going live on Thursday isn't going to work, so I'm going to try to go live today. And if I am free on Wednesday, but otherwise, I will be recording things and putting them up beforehand as per usual. Although probably the night before rather than that morning because I gotta be there at the butt crack of dawn. Anywho, just want to let you know why we're doing this now. Real quick before I get started, because I do have quite a bit of fun stuff to share. I wanted to let you guys know, since you've all been very, very supportive about this, that my dad has been moved to a rehab facility, kind of a long-term one, not a forever one, but one that'll be staying in for the next few months. The report is that he is aware of reality, which is a big step up, but he can't tell his dreams from the night before between reality and things that his brain came up with. So we're kind of hoping that that will clear up. Otherwise, this is his new normal, and it's bringing up some fairly interesting things to worry about. Anywho, let us get started with better things. Oh, and also, if you're going to be in Chicago for the C2E2 convention, use that Discord link down below so that if I do go, we can all kind of coordinate things that we want to do together with some ease, I hope. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get started with some happier things other than me serving jury duty and my dad being in the hospital, because that's not why we're here. We are here for birthdays. Well, and other stuff. We have some birthdays, a couple of them, both of them taking place today. Bad Girl Fangirl doing her thing, making sure we are apprised of such things. Happy birthday to Andrew Whip. Hope you enjoy your celebration. Colabret Sonagut. And yes, Brian Fraser, our original Brian Fraser. Of course, we have a new one coming here. Pardon me, frog in my throat. Jamie Roy will be taking over that particular role here shortly. But our very first Brian Fraser, the man we saw watching his son get whipped and passing out, it's a bad time. And passing out is my polite way of saying what happened next. However, we celebrate you in helping to bring this story together. He did a fantastic job. Fantastic job. And we also have a happy birthday for Ed Spaliers, a not-so-great character, the fiendish pirate, Stephen Bonnet. Happy birthday to Edward Spaliers. Hope you enjoy your celebration. Colabret Sonagut. That one also by Batgirl Fangirl, although I did play with the idea of putting up the Star Trek happy birthday because he's there too, and I was happy about that. But happy birthday to Ed, another one that I was lucky enough to meet, though, again, at a Star Trek convention. The frog really likes my throat, so if my voice sounds funny, I do apologize. Another announcement. I've got quite a few here today. Outlander Online lets us know that, heads up, Germany, all 16 episodes of Outlander Season 7 are out on Netflix. I do have a few German viewers, so in case you aren't aware, you can go to Netflix right now and go watch that final season all in one push. Don't have to, you had to wait a long time to get it, but you don't have to wait for that mid-season. Oh, that's annoying, but that's okay. We haven't received info on any other countries as of yet. Thanks to Olivia Paturi for the info. Thank you, Olivia, for providing that to Outlander Online. And as always, thank you, Outlander Online, for just being on the ball and making sure we get this information as soon as possible. Fantastic. Yay, Germany. Going to get some, oh yeah, it's good stuff. You're going to like it. Another announcement here. Landcon 7 announces that David Barry, a.k.a. Lord John Grey, will be there Saturday only. The Landcon's official announcement says, "We are thrilled to announce that David Barry will join you at Landcon 7 in Paris in just a few weeks." Diane, I hope you're excited. You know him as Lord John Grey, one of the most charismatic characters in the series, and you've loved witnessing his evolution, both hilarious and dramatic, in Season 7. Oh, yeah, we had fun with that, I think. Eager to ask him all your burning questions. Perfect timing. He's just as excited to reunite with his Landcon family in Paris once again. See you in a few days. In a few days. In a few days? Is it a few days? Well, April 26th. Okay, that's a few days. So he's coming to Chicago, and he's going to get on an airplane and go back to Paris. It's a rough life for Mr. David Barry. I feel bad for him. Hopefully we can support his many travels because that's a bit of a trip. And another announcement. Graham McTavish says, "I'm excited to to be going to two places I've always wanted to go, Finland and Switzerland. Well, technically I've been to Switzerland, but that was working as indentured labor on a Swiss farm picking grapes when I was 18. Oh, a little bit of history there. More on that. Clanlands in New Zealand. Heroes Comic Con, May 9th and 7th. So Heroes Comic Con, May 9th and 7th in Helsinki. And Fantasy Basel, Swiss Comic Con in Basel, May 29th, 30th, and 31st. So it's 2 days in Helsinki, 3 days in Basel. I hope you can join me. I cannot. Preferably at both. Well, yeah, because if people go see him, then they want him to come back, and that's more work. That's good stuff. Comic-Con Finland and Fantasy Basel are added with the Euro in the spring, hashtag Finland, Switzerland, and Spassand chocolates. I hope I'm getting that even kind of right. This one down here is Spassand. I want to get the chocolates right. The chocolate deserves respect. Let us hear what Mr. McTavish has to say, possibly, if I do this one more time and get it to work. How about that?
So I am not in Europe currently, but I'm going to be soon, and I will be visiting two countries there, Finland and Switzerland. I'm going to be at Heroes Comic Con in Helsinki on the 9th and 10th of May, and I'm going to be in Basel in Switzerland on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of May. So please do come along if you can. I've never been to Finland. I've always wanted to go, so I'm very excited about that. I have been to Switzerland. I've never been to Basel. So I'm looking forward to seeing Basel. I hope you can come, if you can. Heroes Comic Con and Fantasy Switzerland in Basel. So I hope I will see you there. Hello.
All right, so it's Basel. All right. I will forget that next time I have to say it. Y'all can just yell at me later. But so if you're going to be in Switzerland or Finland, this is your chance to meet the grand Graham McTavish. Fantastic. Yay. I'm just excited when they go out traveling because it means we're going to meet them in some way. Balf Nation shares this one. Kathy Slavic pointed this out to me, and I will tell you about that conversation or my thoughts on it here in just a minute. Caitriona changing up her style once again for the amateur promo. Caitriona's glam team, credit for the images goes to Gareth Brommel. Caitriona's hair team is words. Caitriona's glam team, hair, Gareth Brommel and AZ Hair Care. MUA, Mary Weiss makeup, yeah. And style is Carla Welsh Stylist. Familiar names, and of course all the familiar hashtags you would expect to go with it. Now Kathy shared this with me, and it is I enjoy the look. I really do. It looks really, really cool. I personally would not be able to wear that jacket. I am clumsy and would be on my face very, very quickly. Just down. But she's a graceful model. She knows how to walk in these things. I'm lucky if I can stumble without tripping over my own feet on a regular basis. She looks great though, and this is a really fun look. And you know what? She's out of the black. It's kind of like a gray tweed. I'm not sure if the color is quite right in my eyes, but yeah, it looks really great on her. And I'm not sure about the cord. It's an interesting touch. It's like very minimalistic. When there's lots and lots draping in front of you. It's probably smart. Balf Nation shares this, and this was also pointed out to me by Kathy Slavic, so thanks so much, hon. Excerpts from Caitriona Balfe's new interview with Digital Spy. Swipe through to hear the highlights. Number 1 on filming The Amateur on location. Number 2 on the stages of grief of ending Outlander. Number 3 on working with Rami Malek. On her hidden, and number 4 on her hidden talent, the tin whistle. All right, 5 on what makes spy thrillers timeless. Oh, I love a good spy thriller. I mean, it's not really my normal genre, but I really can't stop watching once I start. And number 6 on the Guineas fowl on set. All right. Let's hear. This is going to be a collection of interesting things. If I can.
It's so gorgeous, and I think every time that you get to, as an actor, be in a location that sort of has a special feeling. I mean, where Rami and I did the scenes of Inquiline's house, it was just the coolest little fishing village, but it feels so isolated and so remote. We had to go down a dirt track road for ages, and we had that whole coop full of guinea fowl there. And it felt like somewhere that somebody would go to disappear.
Yeah.
And it's so, you walk into a set like that and you kind of spend 10 minutes and you're like, okay, I can understand how somebody could survive in this place and feel safe enough and yet be completely outside of society. So all of that stuff really informs you. And, I hope that we keep getting to shoot on location and that people don't, put things on green screens.
Yes, I'm not saying to be in on set.
I'm sure there'll be another level of the kind of saying goodbye, the grief of that. It's been interesting. I've taken some time off. We finished shooting in the end of October. And it was such a draining season anyway, and very heightened emotionally, just because we all knew it was going to be the last season. And I have a young son, so I was like, I just need to take some time. And through that, you do go through the whole thing, and there's a sort of a process of
stages of grief.
Yeah, there is in a weird way. And I've sort of I saw Sophie the other day, I saw Izzy the other day, I see John Bell, Sam's traveling the world, so we text a lot. But it's always going to be a weird sort of missing part of my life, because it took up such a huge part of my life, but it's also going to be one of the greatest things I've ever done. So I'm sure there'll...
And then it becomes in person. How was it building
Yeah,
up?
I mean, look, it was great. I've known Rami sort of just socially for about a decade, so I was thrilled to get the opportunity to work with him, but that sort of helped anyway, that we had somewhat of a connection before we started. And then, we were lucky, we got to have we had a day off in Marseille, and we were like, hey, let's just get together and go through the scenes and sort of like talk about it, and how can we build in little moments where they just have this ability to, even though they don't really know each other, there's that shared understanding of loss, and how can they connect through that. And so he's amazing. I mean, he's such an incredible actor, obviously. And he's got such a vulnerability and such a presence, and so when you're in scenes with him, he's so there. And it was just nice to sort of find those quick things that sort of gave it that history, even though the history was sort of veiled.
And then it becomes...
Could play a tin whistle and just scare some people away. I don't know. I don't know that I have any special skills that could be used in any meaningful way. I could play a tin whistle and just scare some people away. Well, I don't know. I think, when things are chaotic in the world, maybe we want to feel like there's some kind of order, that somebody knows what's happening underneath it all. I think it's that. I think as people, we sort of want to believe that there are sort of these people who can fight for justice, or who can sort of somehow navigate their way through the systems, and maybe that makes us feel a bit safe. Well, they're very beautiful. I don't think I'd ever seen them in person before. Slightly smelly, but very
There was
beautiful.
a lot of them, to be fair.
There was a lot of them.
Yes, was one of
They're very beautiful.
I want to say on number 5, on what makes Spy, her take on it, we want heroes around. You know what? It's absolutely true. No matter how old I've gotten, I still love my superhero shows, my superhero movies. I'm going to be in line to watch Superman when it comes out, because I love every iteration. I grew up watching the reruns of Superman, the television series, and onward, and the Flash, and Batman, any of these that are like, they're here to help out, although I do tend to shy away from the darker. Anyway, that was a fun you don't need to hear about that. That was a fun bunch of questions. Thank you, Balfe Nation, for editing and putting that up for us. I always worry about sharing these on videos when they put a little music in the background. It's kind of indistinguished, but sometimes I get away with them on live, and I don't pre-recorded. So, my prescription is in. Okay. Important things you needed to know. My last image for this catch up today, set of images. It's a set of images. I know what I'm doing. Point Blank 1959 shared these, and so did a lot of folks. Definitely in Scotland. Let me remind you that a heugh is a Scottish word for a steep ravine, glen, or precipice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sam Heughan, Instagram via Anna Laura, sorry about that. It says at Explosion of Love and X and Sam Heughan and Scotland, and he is on Hugh Road. That is fun. It's not a Heughan, but it's a Hugh Road, and I thought that was fun. And I've got a little tie-in on tomorrow's video with these images, but in my cursor is doing weird things. There he is. There's the good one that I thought was nice for the thumbnail, because if you have a common name, it's not like I've seen a bunch of Catherine streets. They're all over the place. Not a lot of Katie streets. I will say that. My husband's first name, they're on a lot of streets. My son has a very common first name that's a very common last name, and so he sees his all over that place. I don't think he's gone anywhere to any city where there isn't a street with his name on it, literally. But this is fun, and I bet it doesn't happen to him too often, although I have proof that it has happened at least twice. You'll have to get that on tomorrow's video, though. That's all I have for us today. My frog in my throat is very comfortable and wants to stay there. And my cursor today, you rather use a mouse or a touchpad. That little sucker is just jumping all over the place. It's doing wacky things. I think I'm going to have to take a look at my computer and see what's going on there. That was my Happy Monday share, though. Again, I'm coming to you live today, and I expect I'll be coming to you live again on Wednesday. If the case that I'm watching doesn't last, or if they kick me out because they don't want some tattooed, pierced, purple-haired person helping to dispense justice. And you know what? I can hope that they're discriminatory in this case. That's it. That's all I've got. Thanks again for everybody who's been sending well wishes to my dad. Thanks everybody who has subscribed lately. I appreciate it. Those of you who are giving me likes on my videos and let me know what you do like or what you don't, I appreciate that as well. Every view does help me out, kind of decide what to do next. Do check out my polls. In case you're not sure what I'm talking about, I have 2 polls up right now and another one that will come out, if I set it up properly, on Thursday while I'm on a bus to Chicago, because they don't want me in jury duty. I can't stop talking about it. I don't want it to ruin my plans. Anywho, check out those polls. We're voting for Sam's movies, the ones we like the best. Now, don't worry if the one that you like the best isn't on this. Still vote, because I'm not taking the very top one. I'm going to have 2 more polls after this. I hope I can do it in 2 polls. Then I'll take the top voted movies and we'll cut her down to 3 movies that everybody likes the best. Can't please everybody, but I can try to give us some good choices. And we'll be chatting about those on the Wednesday before his birthday, because his birthday is on a Wednesday. The Wednesday before his birthday, the Sunday before his birthday, and on his birthday, we will talk about the most voted one, the highest rated one. That's how I spaced them out, so that those of you who aren't able to join some days on weekdays can, and hopefully those of you who can only join on weekends will have a chance that way. And that's my plan. Whether it works or not, that's my plan. Help me out. Vote for your favorites, and we'll go from there. Go forth, do great things. Thanks to my members for your support continuously. I do appreciate it very much. Thank you to those of you who have been sending me super thanks to help out with the cost of my Chicago trip that may or may not happen. Now it's just, I'm thinking positive. The lady who called me back after I tried to defer said, don't cancel your trip. So I feel like she was letting me know that it's going to be either a short case or that the judge doesn't like purple-haired people. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with discrimination in this case. V, hello. And Carol, hello. Hello to those of you who popped in for a quick chat. I do appreciate that. And if you got more time on your hands and you want more Outlander update stuff, do check those out. Some of you have been asking, and I will go, I promise, here in just a minute. Some of you have been asking how to purchase Sassenach City tickets. I made a walkthrough for you guys. If you check out on my channel and do a search, just type up Sassenach City tickets. It should come up with the one, and it's like how to buy Sassenach City tickets or watch me buy Sassenach. Anyway, it's got a walkthrough for everything. But if you have any specific questions, you aren't sure about how something works, email me it's just hard for me to shuffle through them. And I will try to get back to people as you ask like a specific question because I already made a walkthrough. I'm not going to do an email that walks you through it. The video is way easier for me, for you, I hope, I think. And if enough people ask, I will do a live walkthrough at a later date. All right, guys? All right, yeah. Check out the playlist below if you want more Outlander information. There's plenty there. If you just want to hear about Sam and stuff, that's down there too. Got a few that are dedicated to a couple of different characters and actors. So lots of stuff, lots of people. No matter what you choose, this crazy lady will be talking to you about it. Oh, and thanks to the commenter who said that my last video was finally funny. I appreciate that. I think I'm mildly humorous, but mostly I'm just trying to inform and try to do it in an entertaining way. That's it. I'm done. Go forth. Conquer the week. Conquer Monday at the very least. And I will see you again tomorrow.